Hey guys, this is Oliver from Vikings Efoil's DK. So yeah, exciting day today for the Efoil community. We just got a new product from Flite, the Flite Air. So yeah, in this video I'll just give you some quick details about the board. How does it look like? What are the specs? What are some of the options? And are there any trade-offs compared to the other Flite boards, since this is the cheapest Flite board ever made, starting from 6,700 euros. So I'll start just by talking about the board, then a little bit about comparison of prices between Fliteboard boards, and also Waydo, which so far has been kind of the gold standard for like the cheapest Efoil money can buy. So let's just go straight to it. Here's in the website of Flite. You can see kind of the Air has been released. Also on the Fliteboard YouTube channel, there's like the Air launch film that shows here the boards. They are inflatable and they have three very bright colors. And I mean, they say in the video that it's exactly the same setup as all the other boards in the bottom. And then the board itself is made of this kind of rubber, very strong material. And when I saw that, I was like, I kind of couldn't believe it, right? Because it's just such a, I don't know, it's a big reduction in price if it's going to have all the same specs. But as I found out, it doesn't have exactly all the same specs, but it's still pretty decent. So yeah, so let's just look at the website here. If I go into the first board in the lineup, you can see here 6,700. If I click buy now, we have the Flite Air here. There's three colors you can choose from. Pompelmo, Acai color, and Yuzu. And you can choose between the Air and the Air Pro. The only difference here is kind of the size of the inflatable board itself. So the Air weighs 27 kilos almost. It has a volume of 110, so pretty large. And the length is 5.8 and the width is that. If I click Air Pro, then we can see that it actually drops about a kilo and the volume is 30 liters less and it's shorter and also more narrow. So this is good if you're a little bit of a sportier rider. And another difference is that on the setup, if you get the Pro, then they actually allow you to get the folding prop. So if you want to do some surfing, and also the wings, they offer you a Flow S and Flow, like these kind of Flow and these flyer wings. While if you change to the Air, then you only get, you know, the prop and the Flite. You don't get the foldable prop as an option. And also the wings, they're different. They're only the cruiser jets, cruiser and the flyer, so you don't get the Flow here. So yeah, so this is the part where I can see a trade-off between buying this cheaper board. So on the original Flite board and most of the other boards, you can choose between the Nano, the Sport, or the Explorer. And the Explorer gives you a lot more time. I don't remember if it's 150 minutes or so. And you know, when they say up to 45 minutes, this is the standard board. No, this is the standard battery that comes for the price of the 6,700. If you want double the time, you will need to get the Sport battery. Then it's just 300 euros extra, which I actually think is an excellent price for this upgrade. But of course, what you have to think is that this is up to 45 minutes. So if you're a heavy rider like me, like I'm 100 kilograms, I'm 6'4" or 193 centimeters. For me, with the Explorer battery, I usually get about, I don't know, probably an hour and a half when I'm pushing it quite hard. So you do get a lot of less time. So I assume that for heavier riders or people who are using it aggressively, with a Nano you probably only get 30 minutes, and with a Sport maybe you'll get exactly an hour. So that's kind of a trade. Another thing I noticed is that this is the slowest charging board at 6 hours. All other boards from Flite usually charge in 3 hours, or the fast charger in under 2 hours. In this case is 6 hours, and if you choose the fast charger, then you do get the under 20 euros. So that's good to know, and that's before. The controller is exactly the same. doesn't come with a board bag, but it does come with the Efoil case. So this is everything that comes in the box. So you get your air controller, battery, propulsion. You can choose what charger you want on the wing. You get a board pump, Efoil case, and warranty. Yeah, so that's kind of the setup I see. I mean, personally, I do like the look of the classic Fliteboard a bit more. I mean, I think this is fine. The colors, they're also like fun and so on. But yeah, it's up to personal choice. Or, yeah. So let's compare just to the regular Fliteboard, the cheapest one, the one of fiberglass. Then we can see the price is 10,000 euros, so that's 1,000 euros more. And here, yeah, you can, so here you can choose the Explorer, which gives you up to 150 minutes. So that would be 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, and that's the one that you cannot get, this cheaper board. Yeah, but apart from that, it's much the same. And yeah, like, so now let's just talk about how does it compare, like, since Fliteboard came up with the cheapest board they ever released, how does it compare to like the kind of cheap boards that you can see, you know, like very popular one is the Waydo. So yeah, so I mean, when we look at Waydo, the difference is that it is 7,000, and that's for the EPP. But as you can see, if I go into here, Flyer Plus, it does say that the tax is included. So that's a huge difference, the country you're in. In Denmark, the VAT or the tax is 25%. That is a huge difference when you buy from Fliteboard or other brands where tax is not included. As you can see, yeah, there's the EPP, and I mean, yeah, personally, the Waydo quality control, just parts breaking, but I've also heard some people and they really enjoyed it. I don't really know, yeah, but yeah, just price-wise, looking at the competition, the Waydo is 300 euros more, but that is before you take in tax. So if you, depending what country you live in, it might be a lot more or cheap to buy the Fliteboard. And just stack up, yeah, to the, see here, yeah, let's check out and have a look. How does it compare with Waydo? With Waydo, the shipping cost is 185 euros and the taxes are included. So the total will be 184. For the Flite Air you can possibly get with a Flite Nano, it will be around 8,900 euros with and that's 400 for shipping, and taxes are almost 2,000 euros, and that's for 25%. Yeah, if you would like the battery, it would only be I think 300 extra, so that's actually a very good deal. And then if you wanted to kind of spec it up so that it's a bit closer to a regular board, then you can see that it will go up to 10,550, which I don't really think is needed unless you plan. Yeah, and then as just the regular Fliteboard, you can see, but the price is a lot larger. So you would end up paying 14,000 euros. So it is when you compare it to the regular Fliteboards, then you can see that it's actually like a huge savings. And of course, Fliteboard has a very good quality of materials and everything. So I would really trust this a lot. So yeah, guys, so this is the exciting announcement, a little bit of information about the board and the price. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.